So, while creating Spring Boot with Spring Data JPA, okay, so we have some components, right? So while creating the Spring Boot applications with JPA, okay, we have few components. Okay, so please name those components. What are the different components we have while creating the Spring Boot application with JPA? For example, like we have main application, we have service, we have controller, okay, so and so we have, no? So tell me, what are the different components of Spring Boot application, okay, which we created with the JPA? How many components we have, or what are the different components, guys? No one? Okay, how many
Service controller.
yes,
Is a
tell me.
service controller model like?
Hmm, those are the components, right? I'm asking those only. So you know it. Model is the main one. Okay, we need a model and controller we have, and we have the service, and we have what is the
Respiratory.
yeah APA repository. Any other things?
Database, local database.
Yeah, local database. That's a different one. That's a software, right? So we have the four main components of application. Okay, of Spring Boot application while working with the JPA. So what is the use of model? What is the use of model? What you have to write inside of a model file?
Variables.
Variables. Variables is not a good word.
It defines the structure of the table.
Structure of the table, called, we can call it the entities. Okay, we can create entities of a or for a project. Okay, in the model we have to create the entities for a project, right? Entities is nothing but a tables. Okay, those words are the important things. Coming to the controller, what is the use of controller?
So here we handle our APIs.
mm, Elaborate. Again, the vocabulary.
Perform here operations and methods on intentives.
Okay, yeah, operations and methods, and where we have to create the REST APIs, everything is okay, but some vocabulary.
So here we get users input request and
The
process it.
component,
Hmm. Sorry,
component,
component is not the one. Okay, see, actually, what you are saying is exactly correct, but here, okay, we have different annotations to handle the to handle the request coming from user, and to process the request, to process and to produce the response. Okay, to produce the response, we have the methods. Okay, we have different annotations and methods, and methods to handle the request coming from the user, and to process and to produce the response to the user. That is the working structure, I mean working phenomenon of controller, right? Okay, so what is the use of services then? Service. What is the use of service, guys? Service, service layer.
It has databases like in the service layer we had all the products or everything which we want to add in the database.
Okay. So all the methods that are connected to the database is presented in the repository, na? Presented in the repository, right? Hmm? You have to elaborate. Just there is a thin difference between the repository and the service. Okay, I want that thin difference. No? Okay, I'll explain. So here we have the service layer. Okay, service layer is basically okay. So it facilitates the different methods to communicate. Okay, to establish the communication between the controller and persistent layer. That means data layer. Okay, so methods to provide communication. Okay, between the controller and persistent layer. That means the okay, that means the data layer. Okay, the data layer. Okay, the data layer is the responsible. Okay, so to I mean the JPA repository is the data layer, right? So here we can say it as a data layer. Okay, so here this JPA repository is the main persistent layer. Okay, main persistent layer where we have all the methods to communicate with DB. Okay, service layer is the bridge between controller and persistent layer. Okay, so guys, remember when you are okay, when you are explaining or when you are working with the okay Java Spring project, okay, Spring project, we have to okay define different layers. We have to create the different layers. Okay, the first one is presentation layer. Okay, presentation layer, then business layer, then persistence layer, then database layer. Okay, so presentation layer. Okay, so the presentation layer is the first layer, and we have the business layer. Okay, business layer, that means we have the persistence layer. Okay, and we have the database. Okay, so here in the business and persistence we can make okay service layer. We can create this service layer. Okay, so presentation layer nothing but okay this is the okay where we are using the endpoints of REST API. Okay, where we are consuming the endpoints of REST API. That means okay where we are presenting our data. Okay, where we are presenting our data. Okay, so we are writing 127.0.0.1 8008 okay slash products, add products, get products. Okay, all these the operations we are performing. No, that is the presentation layer. Coming to the business layer. Okay, in the business layer where we are handling the different requests coming from the user and we are giving the response to the user. Okay, that's a business. Okay, so we are handling the request and we are creating the response based on the request coming from the user. Okay, and we have the service layer which acts the okay bridge between okay which establish the communication between persistence layer and business layer. That means okay services file we have no product service. That product service is the bridge between okay controller and our repository. Okay, repository is nothing but a persistence layer. Persistence layer is nothing but where we are having all the methods to communicate with the database. Okay, where we are having all the methods to communicate with the database. Okay, in this service layer, okay, so we can consume the request coming to the business layer, and based on the request, okay, we are going to ask the persistent layer, hey, my user is asking this, please provide that. Hey, my user is asking this, please provide this. Okay, so these kinds of actions can be done by the service layer. Okay, so the methods which are presented in the persistent layer, okay, we have to consume those methods in the service layer. Okay, methods of the persistent layer can be consumed in service layer. Okay, the methods of service layer can be consumed in business layer. Okay, can be consumed in business layer. Okay, the endpoints of the business layer can be consumed in the presentation layer. The endpoints of business layer can be consumed in presentation layer. Okay, so in between the database and the in the between the database and the presentation layer, we have the three main structures, that is business layer, service layer, okay, persistent layer. Okay, we can call them as a MVC. Okay, so this is the architecture of a one Spring application you have to remember. Okay, is this okay, ma? Guys,
Yes, sir.
any doubt here?
No,
Okay,
sir.
No,
please
sir.
remember the all the layers. Okay, so this is the basic architecture. Okay, architecture of a work Spring Boot application. Okay, so I can write something like this. Okay, so to work with these methods, okay, first of all, you have to know what is the use of that particular layer, right? So then you can design something by your own. Okay, if you are not knowing the exact uses of one particular Java file, okay, there is nothing, there is no purpose of creating that file, right? So okay, if we write a single line of a code, so we have to know the use of that particular single line of code for sure. Okay, so that's why you have to understand the structure first, then you can write your own code. Okay, this is the structure of Spring Boot application, where we have to create the model, controller, service, and repositories, and that those repositories is responsible to communicate with the database. Okay, very soon we can start the database. Okay, if you are comfortable with the Spring Data JPA, then I will explain the, okay, how to connect these particular things to the database, how to write a configuration, how to write a transaction management. Okay, do we need transaction management in Spring Boot? Do we need any transaction management in JPA repository? We are adding the products, right? Here actually we are adding the products to the database. Now you can see, so this is a service layer. Okay, I am adding the products to the database. Okay, so is this our permanent data, or the local data? Actually we are using one Derby or H2 database, which is a local. Okay, but here, okay, if I use a SQL instead of a Derby, okay, if I use a SQL instead of a Derby, okay, so is there any changes needed in the coding? Do we need to change any line of the code here? No, don't need. Okay, so when you are, okay, working with the local database or central database, or with the RDBMS, or with the cloud or anything, okay, the structure is the same. Okay, you have to change the configuration, that's it. Okay, all the default basic configuration can be done by the Spring Boot application, but if you want to, okay, change by your own, if you want, okay, some unique configurations, then you have to change the unique configurations according to you, right? So here the structure of the coding is same for either it is a H2 database or a Derby database or SQL or no SQL for any other one. Okay, the main important, okay, thing is we have to create the configuration, and we have to consume those methods in the form.xml. That's it. Okay, so here, okay, to save the details, okay, whenever we are saving some transactions in the whenever we are saving some details in the Hibernate, actually we started the transaction, then we commit the transaction, we are doing all those things, no. But here, okay, when I am saving the product in the database, when I am saving the product in the database, okay, so I'm not using any transaction management protocols or transaction management system here. Okay, so is these things affected globally if I didn't use the transaction management? Okay, whenever we created the Hibernate project, if we didn't use the transaction management, okay, the effects or the changes that we made to our database is won't reflect, because we are not committing the transaction. Here also we are not committing the transaction. Okay, so that means, okay, the variables or the data is stored locally. No. Okay, no, because, okay, we are not using any transaction management, we are not having any session or a session factory, but, okay, but we have the repository to do. Okay, so we have JPA repository which handles the all the configuration, okay, that needed, and which maintains the transaction management, and which maintains the better exception handling things. Okay, better exception handling things. Okay, so when you are creating a repository, JPA repository, okay, so you no need to worry about the transaction management, because, okay, JPA can do automatically. Okay, you have to write your own logic. Okay, so no need to worry about the configuration, because we have the convention and the Spring Boot. Okay, the main motto of the Spring Boot application is, okay, convention over the configuration. So here we can, okay, we can learn how you can configure the things. Okay, everything, it's okay, but, okay, basic configuration can be done by the Spring Boot application. Okay, if you want to change any basic configuration, then you have to change it by yourself. Okay, but, okay, otherwise if you don't want to change anything, okay, so you no need to write a single line for the configuration. You have to write the code for your convention, your own logic, your own development. Okay, no need to start the transaction, no need to create the session factory or anything. Okay, it creates everything in internally. Okay, that is the major or best usage of Spring Boot application. Okay, we can decrease the number of lines of code very greatly. Okay, so this is why we have to learn the Spring Boot application. Okay, so we created the Spring Data JPA application with, only very few methods, to add the product, to delete the product, to retrieve the product, and all these things we performed. Okay, today we are going to perform some advanced methods. Okay, some advanced methods. We are fetching the data based on the, okay, primary key of the table. Okay, right now I want to fetch the data based on the name of the particular product. Okay, if I mention something like Lenovo, okay, all the things which is related to Lenovo has to display. Okay, so these kind of things I want to perform, so let's go. Okay, so before going that, yes, you know it. Okay, just give me 2 minutes, I will start the coding part. 2 minutes. Okay. Hmm. Guys, shall we start the coding part? So here you can see, okay, we created one model with the following, okay, values. Okay, these are the different, okay, private instance variables which can be created as a, okay, columns of the table. Okay, so we have the product table and we have the following columns of the tables. Okay, so this is the entity that we created, and here we have the controller class where we are controlling the different requests coming from the user. Okay, so this is the controller to retrieve all the products from the database. Okay, and this is the controller, okay, to retrieve only, I mean to add the product, okay, to add the product. And this is the this is the controller to retrieve only one specific product from the database, and this is the controller to delete the product in the database. Okay, so all these methods is implemented in service layer. Okay, you can see the service layer here. In the service layer, okay, we have the, I mean products, we have the all the methods. Okay, here you can see, so we are returning the list of products. Rare, 1 minute. Hello. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so here we have the service method, okay, where we are writing the methods, okay, which is consumed from the repository. Okay, you can see here we have the repository. Okay, I created a one dependency injection with the repository, product repository, you can see. Okay, and by using the, okay, the object of the repository, we are fetching the data. Okay, find all method is the, okay, method of the repository method which is in the repository. Okay, here we have the save. Okay, we are directly saving the product. Okay, and here you can see find by id. Okay, so we want to find one specific product based on the id, so we are writing the find by id method. Okay, and here you can see delete by id. Okay, if the id is present in the database, then we can delete the product by using the id of the product. Okay, we are doing all these methods. Okay, you can see the repository. In the repository, we are not writing any single line of a code because, okay, we consumed all the methods which is inbuilt in the repository. Okay, here you can click on the jpa repository. Here you can see we have the find all method. Find all by id, save all, flush, save and flush, save all and flush. Okay, delete all in a batch. You can see delete all by id in batch. See, so many methods we have here. Okay, and here you have the another methods also. Okay, you can, I'll show you to you. Click on the paging and sorting repository. So here you have, okay, more methods. So here we have query by example executor. Here you can go. So here we have find one, find all. Okay, see, so many classes are inherited from one class. Okay, so we have to, okay, use these kind of things. Okay, so which are the inbuilt methods of the repository. That's why we are using the repository here. Okay, we created one product repository which is extending the JPA repository. Now by using the product repository interface, we can communicate with the all the methods of JPA repository. Okay, which is going to communicate with the database. Okay, so here we mentioned some things, right? So I mean, we are fetching the data by using ID. Okay, we are inserting some data, we are retrieving data, we are deleting data, we are doing some tasks. Okay, so just I want to relaunch the application, or I can stop the application. Okay, so here, okay, this is the thing now. So let's start this application. We are starting the application. Okay, something is happening. Okay, so Tomcat server is started. Okay, now here in the products, okay, here in the products, okay, so I want to insert some products. 127 dot 127.0.0.1. Okay, products. Okay, actually I want to retrieve the products. Okay, see, we are not having any products in the database. That's why we are getting some empty. Okay, empty value we are getting. Okay, now I want to add the products to the database. Okay, I want to add one product. Okay, so here actually I wrote things in the notepad because it is easy for me to copy and paste. Okay, so I'm copying this. Okay, and I'm pasting in the body, and you can go to the header. Okay, please check content type is okay, mentioned it or not. Okay, if content type is not mentioned there, please mention the content type is application or JSON. Okay, and here in the body you have to pass the body, because to post the one particular element, okay, to post the one particular element, so we are using the, okay, request body to receive the object. So here you can see, okay, when we are adding the product to the database, we are requesting the product from the request body. So this is the request body here. Okay, I'm sending the data. Okay, now you can send the data. Okay, so okay, actually something is happened. Okay, so let's check with the method name. Okay, to add the products, I have used the products. Okay, yes is missing, that's why it wrote some issue. Okay, okay, so we got one message as successfully added. Okay, now I want to retrieve the products. Now I want to retrieve, get and send the data. Okay, we have the data. Okay, now, okay, so I want to delete one particular element. Okay, I want to delete one particular element. So to delete the element, we have to use product slash product ID. So product slash product ID is 101. Okay, I want to delete 101. Okay, so here also we have to change the method. So we have to select delete. Okay, then you can send it. Okay, deleted successfully. Okay, we deleted the element. No, now I want to get the list of elements. Okay, I want to get list of elements. Now you can see, okay, we are getting empty array because we deleted the elements. We are not having any element in the database right now. That's why we are getting empty database. Okay, so we added the some details, right? So is this okay till now? Is this okay? So till now, okay, this particular project is created in yesterday. So today we have to add, okay, more methods. Okay, we have to add some more methods to our application. Okay, to perform efficiently. Okay, so actually, okay, so when I am posting the data, okay, when I am inserting the data into the database, okay, when I am inserting the data into the database, okay, we are using only one product to insert. Okay, right now I want to insert 5 products. Okay, let's check. Okay, this particular add products method will support 5 methods or not. Okay, I'm sending 5 products. Okay, 5 or 4 products I want to insert in the database. Okay, now let's check whether it is working or not. Okay, successfully added. Okay, successfully added. Okay, now just retrieve the values. Just retrieve. Okay, so when I am retrieving the data, okay, when I am retrieving the data, okay, you can see only 104. Okay, only 104 is there in the database. Okay, actually I inserted 4 different products. Okay, first product is Alienware, second product MacBook, and third product Asus, and fourth product is Omen. Okay, but it is showing only one product is added in the database. Okay, but actually we are sending 4 different products, but it is accepting only one product, because here in the request body, okay, in this particular method, here in the request body, okay, we are reading only one product, right? So if you want to insert multiple products, okay, if you want to insert multiple products, so here you have to read list of products from the request body. You have to read list of products from the request body. Okay, I want to insert multiple laptops into the database. So how to insert multiple laptops into the database? Okay, to insert multiple things we need a list, right? So here let's create another controller to handle the list of laptops from the required body, from the request body, sorry. Okay, so in the request body I want to give multiple laptops to store in the database. Okay, so let's check how we can create that. Okay, so here obviously the request mapping, okay, method equal to, okay, request method dot post, request method dot post, and here the values is, okay, add all. Okay, so I'm using the add all method, and we have to mention the comma here. Yeah, we have to create the method public. Okay, so I want to pass one message as successfully added or something like that. Okay, add all. Okay, so this is the method, and from the request body, okay, from the request body I want to receive list of products. So here we can create the list of products. Product product list. Okay, product list is the list of, okay, products. Now I want to save those list of products in the database. So how to save those list of products in the database? Okay, so that means we have to work with the service layer. Okay, so here in the product repository, okay, you can see, okay, we have one thing called save all. Save, okay, search for save. Okay, so here you can see we have one method which is the save all. Okay, to save multiple elements at a time we can use this save all method, and it is expecting one list. You can see one list is expecting, right? So here I can consume this method in the service layer. This is the method of repository, right? So I can use the repository method in the service layer. Okay, we can go to the product repository. So here, okay, I'll write one method called public string, okay, add all products. Okay, so where we have to read the list of products, pl. Okay, now here, okay, by using the repository repo dot save all method, okay, save all method, which is the pl is the, okay, product list to us, and here we can return one message, return successfully added. Okay, return successfully added. Okay, now I can consume this add all products method in our controller. Okay, so here return, okay, service dot add all products, and product list is the value that we are passing. Okay, clear? guys. Okay, I want to insert multiple laptops at a time, multiple products at a time. So here I requested the body, okay, to receive list of products as a product list of products as a product list. Okay, and when we are okay getting the list of products, I want to save those list of products. No, so here I am saving the list of products by using the save all method. Okay, is this clear for everyone? Inserting multiple elements at a time, multiple products at a time. Guys, is this okay? Confusion, doubt? Okay. Everything is clear, no? So just launch the application. Okay, something is happened. Now go back to our postman. Here we have the list of products, right? So here I want to insert the list of products and the I forgot the mapping product controller where we are having. Okay, add all is the value. Add all. Okay, I want to add all the products in the DB. Okay, now you can add all the products. Okay, but we are getting some issue. Okay. Okay, bad request. Error 400. Okay, let's check what is error. From object value. Okay. Okay, so actually here we have one error. You can see whenever we are inserting some data here, you can see the error in the postman. Okay, so did you observe the error in the postman? Okay, here I can see when you are inserting. Okay, here you can see, okay, at the comma, okay, at the comma we have the error, right? Okay, the error because of, okay, we are inserting the elements, okay, we are inserting the multiple elements, okay, but we want to insert these multiple elements as a list, right? We want to insert these multiple elements as a list of products, right? So here you have to create the list. So this is the list. Within this particular list we can insert the data. Okay, within the particular list we can insert the data. Okay, now you can send the request. Okay, so let's check for the body. Okay, so we have the 200. Okay, and you can see successfully added. Okay, now I want to retrieve all the products. Okay, I want to retrieve all the products. Now you can send the request. Now you can see we have all the elements 101, 102, 103, 104, so on. So okay, we inserted list of products at a single line. I mean at a single shot. Okay, by using the save all method in the repository. Okay, we are expecting list of products from the request body and we are saving those request body, okay, that request body into the database by using the save all. Okay, guys, please look at this method. Okay, this is the method to add all the products at a time and we consumed the method here. Okay, we have add all products in the service and using this service layer, okay, I consume the method of JPA repository which is a save all. Okay, is this clear for everyone? Saving all the products. No, if you are having any doubt, please let me know that, but don't be so silent. You know I hate this silence. Guys, response.
No, sir, it's okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
everyone. Okay. Okay, so okay, here we have created, okay, different methods. Okay, one is to retrieve all the products at a single shot and okay, I want to retrieve one product, okay, with the name of the product or with the ID of the product. Here you can see, okay, products slash, if I type 102, okay, if I type 102, okay, we will get, okay, 102 product. Okay, if I type 103, we will get 103rd product. Okay? If I type 101, we will get 101 product, right? We are getting the different products at a different request, right? So here, okay, I want to give something like Alienware. Okay, I want to give the name of the product. Okay, I don't know the okay ID of the product, right? I don't know the ID of the product, but I want to retrieve the ID product. Okay, based on the name of the product. Okay, to retrieve the name of the product. Okay, to retrieve the one product by using the name of the product. Okay, we have to write the different method for that. Okay, we are retrieving the products based on the primary key of the product, that means product ID. Okay, but right now I want to retrieve the data. Okay, I want to retrieve the data, okay, based on the name of the product. Okay, if here I typed the Lenovo, no, so the Lenovo product will be displayed. Okay, shall we design something like that? Is that okay? To
Yes, sir.
retrieve the list of,
Yes, sir.
I mean, to retrieve the product, okay, based on the name of the product. Okay, let's do it. So here, okay, so in the product controller, first of all we need to, okay, accept the controller, right? So here, request mapping, okay, method equal to request method dot, okay, I want to retrieve the data, right? So get method here, comma, value equal to okay, so here, okay, I can write something like product name, okay, with the name of the product name. Okay, so I want to retrieve the product based on the name, and I used product name, okay, value, okay, product name mapping. So here we have to create the one method public. Okay, we want to return the product, right? Product, okay, get product by name, get product by name. So here we can expect the name of the product from the, okay, URL, right? Okay, so here how to retrieve the name of the product from the URL? Okay, if I want to retrieve the, okay, product name from the URL which is entered by the user, so how to retrieve that value, how to read that value from the URL?
So using path variable.
Yes. Okay, we have the path variable annotation. By using the path variable annotation, we can get that. Okay, so here path variable. Okay, path variable, and I want to retrieve the name, right? It is a string. Okay, string name. Okay, so here we have to retrieve the one product, right? So let's go back to our product service. Okay, so here we have to design the product first. We have to design the method first, then we can consume the method later. Okay, public, okay, we need to retrieve the product, right? Product, okay, get product by name. Okay, so here we will get the one string as a parameter. Okay, string, what is the string name? Product name, product name. Okay, so here, okay, we have to get the product by using the name. Okay, actually here you can see, okay, we have one method called get product by ID or find product by ID. Okay, you can see, okay, find product by ID. Okay, and okay, because ID is the primary key of the table, by using the primary key we are fetching the data. But here we are not having any method in the repository to fetch the data by using the name of the product. Okay, so here you can see repo dot, okay, find or retrieve or get anything. Okay, find, okay, get, see, find. You can see in the find method, find all we have find all, find all, find all, find all by id, find by id, find one. Okay, we have only these methods, but we are not having any method which is finding by the name of the product, which is finding by the name of the product. So here we have to get the element by using the name of the product, right? So here I can write my own method, which is a find product by name, product name. Okay, so I want to find the product, okay, by the name of the product. Okay, name of the product. Actually, here we have the find all and find by id, right? We're having find by id. Okay, so we can write only find by product name. Okay, guys, remember, okay, id is the primary key. That's why the id method is defaultly existed in the repository, but product name is not a primary key actually, right? So that's why I created a find by product name method by myself. Okay, here I can send the product name to the method. I can send the product name to the method, but this method is not existed in the repository, right? This method not existed in the repository, but we want to get the product by using the name of the product. Okay, so here we have to declare this particular find product name. Okay, find by product name, okay, method in the repository. We have to declare it by ourselves. Okay, create a method by find product name. Okay, so just click on this. Okay, here in the repository you can see. Okay, so we want to get, okay, we want to retrieve the product by using the product name. Here you can see we created find by product name, okay, within the brackets product name. Okay, this method I created. Okay, in the this is the abstract method. I am not using any method declaration or any method body here. Okay, we are not writing any method body, but I just declare the value. Okay, I just declare the value. Okay, now you can go back to our application. Okay, so here we can return the value. Return, we are returning the value, and okay, we have to consume this method in our controller. Okay, service dot or return service dot get, sorry, return service dot get product by name. Okay, we are sending the name. Okay, so yeah, we did something. Okay, so we are requesting the user to enter the name of the product. Okay, by using the name of the product, we are retrieving the product details. Okay, so here, okay, I mentioned the get product by name. Okay, so because we created one method in the service with the name of get product by name. Okay, this particular method of a service layer, okay, consuming find by product name method, which is not existed in the database. Okay, find by product name is not existed in the repository. Sorry. Okay, this is not existed in the repository. That's why, okay, we have created one empty repository, right? We have created on our own repository. We have created our own repository. In this repository, we have to, okay, mention the method. Okay, so I want to retrieve the product. So that's why return type is product, and the method name is find by product name. Okay, find by product name. Okay, and within the string, within the parameter list, okay, I'm passing the product name. Okay, this is how you need to write. Okay, guys, remember, you have to write the things like this. Okay, so for example, if you want to retrieve your product by using the product price, okay, actually product price is the variable, then you have to name your product, name your method as find by product price. Okay, because okay, my name of the variable is product name, so that's why I wrote find by product name. If your name, okay, if you want to fetch the value, if you want to fetch the list of laptops or a one particular laptop based on the, okay, some other thing, okay, based on the price or what. Okay, so here you have to create some method like this. Okay, remember, we are using the camel case coding format. Remember, okay, if you mismatch the value, definitely it won't appear. Okay, so yeah, I did something. Now just relaunch our application. Now let's add all the products into the database, then we can fetch the data. Okay, something happened. Okay, let's go back to our application. So here we have list of products, or okay, I want to insert list of products first, post method, and I want to add all the products. I want to add all the products, and here, okay, so I want to insert the data in the form of a list. So this is the list, and I am sending the data. I successfully added. Now just retrieve the all the values. Okay, and remove the body. Okay, now you can see, okay, we are getting list of products. Okay, I'm getting the list of products. Okay, but right now I want to fetch the value based, I mean value with the product name. I want to retrieve the product with the product name. Okay, so product name is the mapping, and here we have to mention the MacBook. Okay, I want to retrieve the MacBook, okay, which is existed in the database, so I'm sending that. Okay, now you can see we have the MacBook right now. Okay, if I mentioned Omen, I'm mentioning the Omen, we are having the woman, right? Okay, it's nice, no? Okay, I write Alienware I want to retrieve. We are having the Alienware. Okay, for example, okay, so I want to retrieve the Lenovo laptop, which is not existed in the database actually. Okay, send. Okay, we are getting, okay, nothing from the database because Lenovo is not existed in the database. That's why it is empty. Okay,
Sir, Postman is a case sensitive.
no,
If we
I
write
mean,
Alienware in all in the upper cases,
mm, so you can write
so
anything.
we got the same
Actually,
result.
the data which is stored in the database is the case sensitive, no? Hmm? If I write something like Alienware in small case, let's check. You're not getting the Alienware because the data stored in the database is capital A. Okay, now you will get it. Got it?
Okay,
The
sir.
data stored in the database is a case sensitive, not Postman.
But sir, sometimes we return a list of products. So suppose we have a more than
Hmm.
one product in my database, and
Hmm.
sometimes it's only one product. So which data type should we use? Suppose a list or a simple?
List. Okay, if you want to insert multiple elements at a time, you can use the list, na?
Sometimes it return only one product. So list is working for that also.
Hmm. You can insert only one product also. Okay, see. Add all. Okay, so now, okay, I want to insert one laptop. Okay, one element is also part of the list now. 105. Okay, and I want to insert Asus. I think we are already having Lenovo. I want to insert Lenovo, which is 45, 40,000 maybe. Okay, we have three laptops, which is 10 ID, and I want to post it. You can post it. Okay, successfully added. Okay, now you can retrieve all the products. Okay, or else you can retrieve the in browser. Okay, localhost 8080 slash products. Okay, now you can see we have fifth product also. Okay, you can send any number of the products. Okay, if you created the list of laptops. Okay, even one is also a list, no?
No, sir. I just want to ask that
Huh.
suppose if we have same like two Lenovo laptops, so we search
Okay.
a laptop by the Lenovo, so
Hmm.
we return a list of laptops because we have two
Hmm.
laptops with the same name. So
Then,
for the
then, and that particular situation, you have to return the list of laptops.
yes, sir. But sometimes
Hmm.
users search for the Omen. So we have only a
Only
one.
one. Okay, then it will return only one. It won't return
So
any
list
other.
of product is work for both the situation.
Yeah,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
even you
That's
could see, okay, when you are having a array, okay, for example, int ar equal to new int of 1. Okay, this is also an array, int ar, and so on. This is also an array. Both are arrays, right? So you can insert any number of elements in the array. That's our way.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. And that's work as vice versa also. Okay, so if you want to insert multiple elements, you can insert the list of laptops. Okay, if you want to insert only one laptop, then you can use the list also. Okay, so that's what I used here. Okay, very good doubt, very nice. Guys, anybody having any doubts? We are getting the things, I mean, actually we are going deeper and deeper. Is this okay for everyone? If you are having any doubt, please let me know. Okay, so this is the same thing. Okay, you have to follow the same syntax and same approach to store the data in the database also. Okay, if you want to insert the list of products into your table in SQL, then you have to use the same syntax you have to use. But okay, we have to do some configuration because we are using some customized configuration, so we have to use it. Okay, only configuration is pending for our application. If you mention the configuration, no, so it will store every changes into the database. Okay, if you are okay with all the syntax, then we can go for the okay, I mean database configurations and everything. Okay, just to understand the structure, just to understand the logic, okay, how we are adding, how we are using the JPA repository, okay, too familiar with the vocabulary, too familiar with the coding part. That's why I am using some local database which is not storing in the that I mean which is not storing permanently, and which is the default one, which doesn't need any configuration. Okay, if you want to use any PostgreSQL, MongoDB, or okay, if you want to use some MySQL or Oracle, okay, then you definitely need a configuration. But we are using Derby. Okay, Derby doesn't need any configuration. That's why we are not writing any single line of configuration for Derby. But it's still working because it is a default one. Okay, so that's why, I mean, why I'm using the Derby software is, okay, you have to understand the structure and the logic, how we are doing that, how we are doing this. Okay, all the things you have to familiar, right? So that's why I'm creating all this stuff. Okay, please look into the code. If you're having any doubt, please ask me. This is the service method we have. Okay, so I'll ask one question to you. Okay, I want to, okay, I want to retrieve the values based on the product price. Okay, so, okay, I want to retrieve the list of products which is less than 60,000, which is less than 60,000. Okay, to create this particular method, okay, so what will be your method name? What will be your product, I mean, your variable name? Actually, variable name is product price. Okay, this is my variable name. So can you create the method? So I want to retrieve the list of products or one particular product, okay, which is less than the price of the product, which is less than 60,000. Okay, so here we are checking the data based on the price of the laptop. Okay, so how to do it? What will be the method? If I want to retrieve the products by using the product name, I created a one method in the repository as product find by product name, right? So if I want to retrieve the values based on the product price, okay, what will be the name of the method?
Find by product.
Tell me the uppercase and lowercase also. Fine.
Capital B.
Hmm. B also capital.
Yes, sir.
Definitely B also capital. Then
And the P is capital and price P is capital.
okay. So if you want to work with these things, you have to use the camel case coding. Remember, camel case formatting is the important one here. Okay. So you have, if you want to retrieve the list of products based on the product price, then you have to use the method called find by product price. Okay, you have to declare this method in the repository as well. Okay, yeah. So shall we complete this? Okay, for example, okay, if I type the URL like this, 1000 colon 8080, okay, product price. Okay, I'm entering product price and 60,000. Okay, that means okay, I want to retrieve the list of products which is less than 60,000, which is less than 60,000. Okay, I want to retrieve the list of products, okay, which are less than 17,000, 70,000. Okay, so how to do this task? Any guess? Any idea? Yes. Guys, do you have any idea? Hmm? 1 minute. Ma. Okay, yeah, sorry for that. Hmm. So shall we create a method for this? Okay, if I entered a URL like this, product price slash 70,000. Okay, you have to return, the server has to return the list of laptops which is below 17,000, 70,000. Sorry. Okay, let's do it. Guys, is this okay, guys? Let me understand one thing. Are you getting my points? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
But I want to listen it from others. Astosh, Nishant, Divya, Sahana, Preeti.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because you guys are not responding, I don't know, because these are somewhat advanced methods, no? That's why. And guys, remember, okay, if you want to, okay, create something like this, okay, you won't get anything in the internet for sure. Because I tried so many things, okay, I worked on so many things, okay, then I fixed it with the one particular index, okay, I have to tell this, I have to tell this. But in your when you go through the, I mean, any websites like Java T Point or any documentations of Spring, okay, you won't get a one perfect content. Okay, I tried with so many things. Okay, so I've written so many things. I worked with so many different methods. Okay, so even in my dreams, no, when I slept in the night, even in my dreams I will get some issues in my mind. Okay, even in the dreams also I'm getting these spring thoughts and everything, because we worked on so many things. Then I fixed it with a one specific index. Okay, but these kind of index you won't get in the internet for sure, because I searched so many websites and I measured the content from the different websites. Because I am a self-taught programmer, so I mean, as self-taught programmer I go through the different websites. So I go through the websites, like I'll give you the website names also. The most famous website, one of the most famous website is Ballet and Spring Documentations, Spring Doc, and also Java T Point. But Java T Point is a useless for the advanced Java concept. Okay, so if you want to learn the core Java concept and the Lambda expressions and everything, then Java T Point is the good website. But to learn the Spring, to learn the Hibernate, Java T Point is the useless. Remember. Okay, and I go through some websites for wood. Mm, my research for it. Building Springboard. Yeah, building Springboard. So I go through this website. This website helped me a lot actually. Okay, so I went through all this content. Okay, so Spring official documentation, Spring docs, Spring framework documentation. This is the best documentation for the Spring you can ever get. Okay, see, data access, DAO support, JDBCs also, web servlets. Okay, so you can see the transaction management. Okay, so I went through all these contents. Okay, so I fixed with these particular content. Okay, which will be helpful to you to learn web programming. Okay, all these contents help you to build a web applications, desktop applications, right? So please don't go through any external websites unless until the Stack Overflow. Okay, so without Stack Overflow we are nothing, I know that. Okay, so please follow my own content. Okay, so if you are not getting the points clearly, tell me, I will explain again. But if you are not understanding my language, if you are not understanding my approach, okay, please go through the index that I am following. So yesterday I started Spring Data JPA, and today we moved into the some advanced concepts. Actually, we started with Spring Core, then we moved to the Spring Boot, then we started Spring Data JPA, then we can start Spring with Hibernate. Okay, then we can start Spring Security. Okay, this particular structure you can follow. Okay, remember. Mm. So yes, okay, let's design this particular structure. Okay, so whenever the user requesting the list of products that less than some amount, okay, then we can design the value. Okay, let's design the REST API for that. So first of all, we need to work with obviously the product controller. Okay, I'm not following any specific manner in writing the codes and writing the methods. Please ignore that. Mm, request a mapping. Okay. method equal to request method dot, okay, we want to retrieve the value, so it is a get method. Okay, value, okay, which is product price slash some amount, some amount. Okay? So here we have to create the method public. Okay, so actually I want to return list of products. Okay, list of products, get products by price. Okay, so obviously, okay, I need a value, right? So path variable, okay, based on the path variable I want to retrieve the values, products, path variable int amount. So here we have to create the list. Okay, now let's go back to our product service. Here we can implement the method public product. Okay, list of products we want to return, list of product. Okay, get products by price, product price. Okay, so here we have to return wrapper dot. Okay, so we want to retrieve the, okay, price, I mean different laptops, okay, based on the price, right? So here find by product price, find by product price, and product price we are sending as a parameter, product price. Okay, now we need to implement this method in the repository, create the method in the repository. Okay, we are creating one method. Okay, so here we have to do one thing. Okay, so actually, okay, we are not fetching the values based on the product price. Okay, we want to fetch the products, different products, which is less than the specific value, which is less than the specific value. So in this type of situations we have to write our own query. Okay, we have to write our own query because we are fetching the content based on certain conditions, based on certain conditions. So here we have to write a query. So here I am writing the query for the method query. Okay, so value, okay, in the value we have to write the query, and here we have to write some native query. I think I forgot the name. Native query equal to true, I think so. Native q should be capital, query equal to something. Okay, so here, okay, import the query from data repository. Okay, so here we have to write the our query. Okay, what is our query? Select star from product. Okay, select star from product where, okay, guys, remember one thing, when you are creating the product price, when you are accessing the variables of a product, it will create something like this, product underscore price. Okay, product underscore price, which is less than, okay, which is less than the given value. Okay, so actually here the given value is the first element, right? The given value is the first element of the parameter, the first parameter. So here I can write a question mark and 1. Okay, I am writing question mark with 1. Okay, and obviously the native query equal to true. Okay, the native query is true, so I'm writing it true here. Okay, and we are getting some issue, and let me know the issue. What is the issue? Type this match string boolean.
After the question mark and one, I think you forget to close the this bracket.
Which bracket?
So question mark and one, price, product underscore price.
Select product underscore y. Where did you open the bracket? We are not opening any bracket now. So here we open the bracket of query and we close it here. Insert not null check. Okay, let me write not null now. something is missing. Ori value. Maybe the space. I think maybe the spaces we have to mention for sure. But native query. Okay, so we are having this here. Okay. Okay, so actually true is a boolean variable, no? So I mean, so by mistakenly I have used the double quotations for the true. That's why it is showing this issue. Okay. Hope it will work for sure. Okay, guys, give me the enough spaces. Spaces is very important. Okay, let's relaunch our application. Let's see how it will be. Let's see whether we are getting some errors or not. Okay, no errors. Okay, let's insert the products into the system. These are the list of products that we have. The list of products. Okay. Okay, now I want to post it, right? Post and add all. Okay, successfully added. Okay, now get the elements, get all elements, products. Okay, get. Okay, we are getting every value, right? So here I want to get only specific values. Product price which is less than 80,000. Okay, 80,000. Yes, that's it, sir. So actually you can see, okay, so Lenovo is 40,000, which is less than 80,000, and Alienware is 1,17,000, which is not less than 80, and MacBook also not less than 80, and Asus less than 80, and Omen equal to 80. Okay, so we will get two laptops. Okay, we will get two laptops. Okay, let's send it. Okay, we got some issue. Product price. Okay, that's nice. We can go for the coding. Let's check what we are missing. Okay, this method return result of type of list of for actually we have to consume the method, no? Here I have to consume. Okay, it's okay to make mistakes. Return. Okay. Service dot. We have to consume the method, no? Get products by the amount, price. Okay, now we can relaunch our application. Again, we have to add the products. Okay. Add all. Post it. Okay, add it. Okay, now let's go back to our application. Here we can fetch the raw. Okay, we are having the values now. Okay, now, okay, I want to fetch, okay, elements which is less than 80,000. Product price less than 80,000. Okay, now you can see the magic. Okay, we are getting the elements which is less than 80,000. Okay, now I want to fetch the values which is less than 90,000. Product price which is less than 90. Okay, we are getting the elements 40, 60, 80. See the magic we created. Okay, this is how we need to fetch the elements. Okay, so I want to fetch the elements which is less than 1,50,000. Okay, it is 1,500, no? 15,000, 1,50,000. Okay, so only this. Okay, let's return the values which is less than 2 lakhs. Okay, we got every product. Okay, so I want to retrieve only the list of laptops which is less than 1,80,000. 1,80,000. You can see the sorted elements, we got it, right? Okay, that's nice, no? So this is how you need to retrieve the list of products which is less than some certain amount. Okay, so here we created the different APIs. You can see the different APIs that we created. Okay, to get the list of products, to add the product, to add list of products, okay, and to get one particular product by the name of the product, and we are getting the products by the, okay, price of the product, and here we are getting the products by using the id, okay, and we are deleting the product. Here we are deleting the product. Okay, let's write some comments also. Okay, adding list of products to db. Okay, and coming to this method, okay, getting products by name, getting products by price, okay, and we have the delete also. Okay, see how many methods we created? So many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we created the 7 REST APIs for our project. Okay, this is how you need to create the REST APIs. Okay, so controller, this is the service, and this is the model, and this is the iconic repository. Okay, ma. Okay, I think it's enough, no? Yeah. So we can, okay, so after coming from the break, we can create a one method to register, okay, to register the user and to log in the user, okay, create account and login account. All these things we can create the REST APIs for login and create. Okay, after coming from the break, we can do all these tasks. Okay, as of now, is this okay to you, guys? Is this okay? Okay, that's great. Okay, let's take a break for 15 minutes. After coming from the break, we can discuss more things. Okay, chalo.